I want to show you how to set up your course or your product that you are making in Thrivecart to drip it out in small portions. You may choose to use this option if you want to control how your content is released. If you want to ensure that perhaps your students are not consuming or too much too soon or rushing through and skipping the important parts. For example, if you have a membership or a subscription program, or perhaps you have a 6, 9, 12-week program and you want them to only take on a certain amount of information week by week, dripping would be a great way to do it. There are a couple of different approaches that you can follow, and I'm going to show you this on the course page now. So we're currently logged in behind the scenes of ThriveCart School. This is the program that I've created for you to access for free, and I'm going to show you what can be done if I wanted to offer it as a drip content. Now, myself personally, I'm a little bit impatient when it comes to learning. When I sign up for something, at that time and place and that moment, I have made time to do that course, and I don't want to wait 6 weeks to have to complete something. That would drive me nuts. Everyone is different, so just think about what your customers' problems are and what you're solving and whether or not this is the right solution, because in some instances you could actually turn customers off if they don't want to wait that long to get your content. For example, I'm going to make this course a drip course, but I'm going to make it drip daily because I want people to be engaged on a daily basis. So if I don't do this at the time of course creation, and if I sell it, whoever purchases at the time will get instant access. The default setting is instant, and that's this button here. So just going to save this. I'm going to go back to the very beginning and show you what you need to do. So let's go to Learn. And then these are all the different courses. Let's go to Thrivecart School. This is the one that I'm showing you behind the scenes. And currently it's showing as an instant access, which means when someone signs up, they'll get access to everything immediately. But perhaps I might like to drip this out. And I think that what would be really good is a time period. So there are 4 different ways that you can create content to be released. You can do it on a time period, and I'll go through that in detail. 1 day of the month. So if you're doing a membership or subscription model, this might be really good for you. You might like to release your content first, second, or third of the month for that entire month so people can go through it and it's refreshed, and that gives you time to build the next month's content. You might like it to be available on a specific date. So if you're doing a launch for a big campaign, or you're selling to your audience, you're saying, we have a Halloween event that's happening on whatever date it's happening. This is the date that the information will be released, but you can buy now and get an early bird price. That might be a way to do it. And the last option is you might like to offer a trial or rebill. To access any of these, all you need to do is click on the one that's most of interest to you, but let's do the most frequently used one, which is the time period. So this is a product that we call in the online world evergreen. Evergreen means it never expires, it's always available for sale, and it doesn't matter what time of the year or day that someone's purchasing it, they'll be able to get access to it. So what I would like to do is I'd like to give people who get this course at Thrivecart School, I'd like them to get a module every day. Perhaps I might like them to get a lesson every day. And actually, I find that annoying unless it was specifically a day-by-day journal or something that would want me to take an action daily. But most of the time in this type of course environment, people will go through it section by section. So let's say module, day. I could also choose week, month, or year. But let's go day. Okay, save, and it's done. You can see here, continue editing. So what's going to happen is they're going to get instant access to this first part. This is the course information. This is day 1. You can see on the right-hand side the schedule. Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so it's 12 days of content here. Now, there's a couple of ways that I could look at this as a course creator, and then if I was someone who is consuming this content. As a course creator, I could say, okay, this looks pretty good, but some days there's a little bit too much content. Like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lessons. This one has 2, that has 1 lesson. That has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lessons. 1 lesson. So it's a little bit uneven. That might be a bit too erratic. In that case, it might be a good idea to bundle some of these extra modules into one day. The other way I could look at it is, okay, first day I'm giving them a chunk of information. The second day, they've still got time to process it. Go forth, go forth. And then if you're like me, which I'm a bit crazy to be watching courses, I like doing courses, I would actually prefer to get all the content at one time because I tend to watch the videos on fast forward and high speed, and I consume the content, I apply it, and I move forward. I don't want to wait 10 days because probably in 10 days' time, I won't have time to do this course. So if I was a participant and someone said you'd have to wait 15 days to get access to everything, unless it was something really spectacular and I really, really wanted it, I probably wouldn't do it. So let's go back to instant. I'm going to make so when you sign up for ThriveCart School, you'll get instant access to all the content. It's as easy as that, and you can do this with any course, any digital product. If you're doing a membership or a subscription, that's a really good way to control the information you're sending out. Anything you want to do in your ThriveCart account, you can use the dripped or instant feed option for releasing information. I hope you found that helpful. Let's move on to the next one.